Hi Virgos, welcome to my channel for the newbies and for the oldies. Hi peeps. Okay, just gonna get straight to it. This is supposed to be a love reading, but the messages they seem a bit warped into maybe even other stuff. So just take it if it gravitates with you, and leave it alone if it doesn't. Right? So for Virgos, what? Opening cards. Here was a lot, boy. I had to get a few clarifiers, and then some of them just all came out together, and then I just felt like, you know what, I'll just keep them. We've got the Wild card of the Big Medicine Wheel in reverse, Ace of Air in reverse, Chaos or the Brother to the Tower card, a bright sudden shock, Eight of Swords, which means like feeling stuck, stagnant, blocked, confused, don't know what to do, Mother of Air, Queen of Swords in reverse, then the Small Medicine Wheel, with the Wheel of Fortune's brother or sister. This is gender reading, and the reason reading is gender neutral. Okay. All right. So the stories that I formed from this is you be moving or cutting ties out with someone, but this event is fated because the Wheel of Fortune or the Big Medicine Wheel is fated event. So things that are happening that need to happen and to bring medicine or some sort of healing into our life, even if it may not seem like it's healing, because it may be something that was destructively brought into your life or a sudden shock that may feel like it's like earth shattering, and like you feel like the earth is literally shattered, or like your feet, like you're off the ground, like you got knocked off the ground, or you got knocked off your feet about something. It's definitely sudden and abrupt, and like feel like it came out of nowhere. Some of you may be taking someone to court, or you be stuck in your tracks with something. And I say court because it's like all these swords in reverse, and then the Wheel of Fortune, and then this Mother of Air can be like bickery, bitchy energy. Because I don't know why I kept it like this, but I'm trying to like get them all. So yeah. News about travel or a trip that might have happened, you have to be postponed because the world can represent travel and movement. So maybe that sudden shock maybe have to do with something to do with traveling or something to do in that sort. Um, that may be why the world card has came up in reverse. I feel like you can be indecisive about something and change your mind about something because of that sudden realization of epiphany or news that come to you about somebody. But communication is definitely muddled, and I feel like things aren't clear, and maybe you may be dealing with a bitter, unpleasant person where a lot of arguments um, are unfolding right now. Okay, and the advice from this scenario here is you've got the Sun of Earth, which could be you because the Earth is Capricorn, Taurus, of Virgos, and you got the Two of Water, or the Two of Cups, and then the Four of Earth. The Four of Air, which is depicted in this deck. Few mixed messages here. This whole reading actually is like a lot of mixed messages or contradictory things, and I'm trying to get, of course, to as much Virgos as possible because obviously all of you do not have the same story. So I feel like this be saying to love yourself first, meaning that this is coming with you with the Knight of Earth and the Two of Water, and take time before you offer your love to someone, so that the next love that you do get is real and it's unbreakable. But the reason why I'm saying these take time is because the Four of Swords is also the meditative card or the contemplation card where you step back and relax and you meditate and you like take a break or cool off from something. Even though these two cards can mean like a long-term relationship or dedicated to someone, with this card jumping in the mix, it kind of lessens that and means like cool off. Let's take a step back a bit. Watch who you offer your time or resources to and retreat. And wait to find a love that you can be dedicated to and who deserves your time. And also, I feel like watch out for a con artist or a thief who isn't what they seem. Maybe selling you a whole bunch of nothings, and they be faking it till they make it. And the other message is for those that are in serious relationships: work on mending and dedication to one another, and work on harmonious communication. Like extend the olive branch, even if that means you have to take a break from each other for the time being. Okay? And the outcome from this situation here, you got the Seven of Fire, which is endurance in reverse. You've got the Nine of Air, sleepless nights, mental anguish, obsessive thoughts that are not serving you, and the Five of Stress, with the Five of Fire in reverse. I feel like this means you have sleepless nights or mental anguish and bad thoughts racing that doesn't fit well with you, and you feel like you. This card is a very defensive card, a very like teacher-like card, a very standing your ground and showing people why you feel like something is the way it is, or it can be like a teacher card, like you're guiding someone, or you just got your defenses up, but in reverse, it's like your defenses are kind of down, and your defenses, you feel like your defensive has lost. You feel like what you've been fighting for, you feel like your point isn't being respected, or you feel like your voice isn't being heard, and it's causing you stress, it's causing you mental anguish. Like you're trying to, some of you be trying to literally say like, I heard the words and just now say, hear me out. And you just feel like someone is not being fair, or you feel like you're not being treated. Moving along, you've got the Father Fire, or the Fire is Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. But maybe this is just the energy here. And then you've got the Four of Fire, which is completion. This card speaks of like the home, or unity, or a community, or a wedding, or a celebration, and swords. And then I needed a clarifying card for that, and I got the Medicine Man, or the brother to the Magician, in the traditional decks in reverse. Now, what I feel like these are saying to me, Virgo, these two initial ones that came out first, I feel like these are saying that you have, for some of you, you have to protect your house, or save your house, or defend something to do with your house. And for some of you, you have to move on or fight for a house. And or this can also mean someone that you live with, maybe too rigid and too stern, and not the most understanding to deal with. And that could be the presence of this Father of Fire here. You can, and don't pay attention to the genders. It can be a woman who has these fire-like aggressive energies as well. They be like not the most understanding person, too rigid, like, and you be asking them to treat you with some more respect. And then the other message here for some of you is, some of you be getting hot and heavy romance with someone, and this person be married, or be a con man or fraud of some sort, with having the medicine man here in reverse. But I feel like nonetheless, this relationship you're going with is karmic, and I feel like you are going to learn a bad lesson from this, if this is you doing this. And for others of you, if this isn't you, your spouse may be entertaining others and not being quite honest with you. Um, the advice, you got the vision crash, or the brother to the hangman, or the sister to the hangman, which is like surrender. I feel like this is saying to like cool off a bit, surrender. And before making a move, here's your daughter of earth, another earth card, or another earth-like energy. Can I mean Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This one means like starting up new projects, birthing new things, or starting up maybe a new affair or something. But paired up with this, I'd be saying like to just like wait a minute, a little bit. Take a step back, tune into yourself. Don't make abrupt moves, and take time before coming to a decision, or making a move, or leaving the nest. Some of you actually have to move house or something. Just before you want to give birth to something or start something new, hold on a bit. Advice from that, I feel like if you guys have got the daughter of water, and then you got the son of water in reverse. Now, what I feel like this is telling me, Virgo, is that um, I feel like you feel unloved in the love department, and maybe sad that you can't get something off the ground. And a romantic message that have been found from either you or your spouse upset a happy home, or wreck a happy home, or a home wrecker is brought to light. So some romantic message actually be the detriment of another relationship. From one relationship be the detriment of another relationship for some of you. And then you guys, last column here, you got the Six of Water in reverse, which was like childhood or delays. And then you got the Four of Earth upright. So what I feel like these two are saying together is someone from your past will be returning. I hope you guys don't hear that. Someone from your past will be returning. This person have a lock, or a tight hold on you, or a tight grip on you, and you be of some sort, and you find solid. And it'd be hard to kind of let this person go. Like they just have like something over you, like because the Fourth Pentacle speaks of security, or speaks of like having a tight grip on something. So yeah, you ain't want. I don't know. Maybe some of you find solace and want to run to an ex's arms if something didn't end up going right with you with someone else. And then the other message, you guys be bickering over child support money, and also maybe having a clash and bickering like all them swords that we had earlier about how someone is not spending enough time with a child, or not spending that much time with you or him. How much they're contributing to the child's life is, you feel like it's not enough, or you feel like this about a family member in your life. I feel like this advice, you receive the Two of Air, and then the Nine of Earth, or the Nine of Pentacles. and the Two of Swords. So I feel like this is saying if an ex does come back, I feel like this message be saying to remember why you broke up in the first place and became single, because this is like the single card. Or it can mean like good business, good finances, or focusing on your own finances, your own property, your own assets. But together, I feel like this would be kind of stingy with your love. The focus be on making a decision of whether or not you're going to be single or stay or reunite. And others of you, I feel like this is saying to look after your finances and make sure you get your due amount of property or money if you do decide to split from someone. Like make sure you get your fair share. And if you do have to go to court with someone, then make sure everything is. I don't see like justice, any justice or judgment cards. So maybe it's not cool. Maybe it's just a lot of bickering. And then the outcome of that is that you've lost. You just feel You just feel kind of disappointed, left out in the cold. Okay. Spirit, what is the overall message in this? Just the overall message. What is the overall message in this reading for Virgo? She came out. What is the overall message in this reading for Virgo? What is the overall message in this reading for Virgo? Now the cards that pumped out, it's got the romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. I'm trying to figure out how this pertains to some of this. Then on the reverse, it's got codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So you be addicted to a person, or addicted to drugs or alcohol, or you someone that you know or live with may be doing this. Okay. And then what is the message in this reading? What is the overall message? What is the overall message in this reading for Virgo? TikTok in reverse. So, TikTok in reverse. Have you been feeling as if the clock is ticking and gotten a little nervous that your dreams are taking too long to manifest? There is nothing to fear. You will never run out of time for the important things. The miracles that are yours and yours alone can't be missed. Isn't that amazing? You're such in capable hands, with guides and angels hovering in the invisible spaces, ensuring that your journey will be filled with all sorts of goodies. Let your anxiety be gently dispelled by your faith. Spirit will never deny you your highest good. All is yours in divine appropriate timing. You can relax. And then mending as well. Popped out. Forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. Each time we are hurt and allows hurt to pass to us without understanding integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal, the pain, the memories, the echoes of resentments, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others, and to set yourself free. The relationship message is you've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary. If you're to move forward, separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. So ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and honest redress. Okay, Virgo. And then shuffled these ones earlier from the fairy oracle. Iris of the Rainbow. Iris of the Rainbow tells us that light is breaking in through our present darkness, and that hope is a powerful factor in speeding up this process. She does not promise us that the storm is over, nor does she say it will never storm again, but she does say that there is brightness and beauty here. She also tells us that there is something to be gained by this passage through the storm, and the sooner we learn what it is, the sooner the storm will end. Always a passage through the storm is a time of potential growth, a time to follow the dead wood of our past, to be blown away, to make room, a time to allow the dead wood of our past to be blown away to make room for the green shoots of new growth. At this point, it is useful to ask ourselves what we still need to release and to look after protecting and nurturing the seeds we have planted. Iris suggests that the cultivation of patience also be helpful at this time. The storm is breaking up. Are we ready for change? If we are, presently frogs, but the fairies say the time of our transformation foretold by the rain be ahead. Shut up. Sorry. There you go. I was saying that because you guys would be like, I don't need to hear all that. That's why that wasn't me talking. That was the Virgos talking for me. Okay. Then you got this here one in reverse. And what the Bright Mother in reverse is saying, that these ideas apply to men and women as well. They can even apply to institutions such as churches, governments, businesses, charities, and social groups. When we are blocking the Bright Mother's energy in our lives, we have difficulty giving or receiving nurturing. This manifests itself physically as well as emotionally. It could mean physical problems such as digestive or eating disorders, or emotional difficulties with giving care or receiving care from others. We also be unclear about our emotional boundaries. When her energy is twisted, we see the smother mother refuses to let those within her care grow up and become independent, crippling them in their adult life. Or perhaps the warped energy becomes the martyr mother who sacrifices everything for you, whether you want it or not, and then expects you to sacrifice everything for her forever. If we find in ourselves tendencies to do these things, we need to change both our habits and our deepening programming, which require professional help. At first, the bright mother's energy becomes a fire of destruction, creating burnout where there should be nurturing. This happens when we give until we are exhausted and don't take time to nurture ourselves. And I know Virgos can be very, very giving or allow others to do so, just like Pisces. Rage or cruelty directed at those who rightfully depend upon us falls into this extreme category. 20 minutes on. So let's see what crystals are best for you this month. Spirit, give me a crystal for Virgos. Give me a crystal for Virgos this month. What's the crystal for Virgos this month? Please give me one that hasn't been actually came out. Give me a crystal for Virgo this month. Virgo this month, Spirit. Crystal for Virgo this month. Crystals for Virgo this month. Crystals for Virgo this month. Lace mood. The Golden Healer. Brrr. So, what the Golden Healer is telling me. Ultimate healing. Golden healers are imbued with powerful transformative healing energies. They are a catalyst for profound spiritual activation, self-understanding. Understanding the quantum world helps you understand yourself. The everyday self is bounded by 5 senses, expanded by a 6 metaphysics. But this can be transcended to move into a field that is non-local, everywhere and nowhere at once, where there is no time. You create the event being observed. Allow your soul rather than your ego to be your guide. Divination is recognize your potential to be an amazing healer. Your abilities needed honing, and those who heal are so scored to develop empathy. Much in your life needs transforming. Surrender willingly to the process. Someone clinging to the past holds you back. Why did I do this with these cards? Damn message. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, surrender, like I said earlier. Like the Hangman on Vision Quest card. And then also the six, that's someone clinging on to the past. The 6 of Cups, this is the past. So, the message is on point for some of y'all. Someone clinging to the past holds you back. Encourage them to let go. You be asked to transform your environment or take a challenging task. Do so with grace and ease. Healing flows through you. It is a process, not something you do. The frequency is exceptionally high, and the chakra is the soul star or the stellar gateway, and it lines and it cancels. Oh, brilliant! And our versions, these here messages are whatever intuitively comes to you. What is the message you want, Virgos? Two of them came out. Okay, Virgos, you've got this one, is a beautiful one. What do you think this is saying to you? Perhaps let me know in the comments. Alright, Virgos, thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for your time. And I really hope that for those of you that you see light at the end of whatever tunnel or whatever unfortunate turn of events that will be coming into your life. I love you guys. Peace.